sound really bad, but I have recently become a bit of a collector, some may say, of graves in The Sims 4. I want to show you something, but I'm gonna have to ask you to please not judge me because I swear it is not as bad as it looks. This is my graveyard. So for some context, I've been playing with these Sims for like 13 generations. At a certain point, this family tree even bugs out because it's so long, but I've been playing with these Sims for a very, very long time on my Twitch channel. And over the years, I have been collecting their graves. Now, most of these Sims are related to me, and some of them died of old age. Others met a more unfortunate fate, and some of these people I don't even know. Like, I kind of just brought their graves home with me. For example, I was just at the bar, and then some random lady died, and I brought her grave here. Oh, this one, Mo, died at the library. I didn't know that guy, but I brought him home so his final resting place could be here in my pile of graves. Now, with this context, you'll hopefully understand a little bit more why I was so excited when I saw a new mod that was released this week. One of my all-time favorite modders, Ravishing, just released the It's All Gravy customizable graves mod. And so with this, it like unlocks all of the other graves in the game. There's like loads of debug ones and like debug pet graves even. And so with this mod, it's gonna unlock all of the like other debug graves. For example, there's like a pet graveyard in the cats and dogs pack. It's gonna unlock all of those pet headstones and I can use them like functional graves. I think most of us will probably have a little bit less nefarious intentions with this, but for example, I've had this family for a long time. I've had a lot of pets over the years. I didn't kill these cats and dogs. They died of old age after being very beloved family pets. And so it'd be really nice to have like a proper graveyard for them that isn't just, you know, a pile of identical cat and dog headstones. So from my understanding, you can like set any of these graves to like hold the grave or the spirit or whatever of your ghost sim, and then it'll function just like any other regular grave in the game. By default, you can like engrave them, you can mourn them, you can release their spirit if you so desire. So it should work just like that. This is publicly available for download now, so I'm gonna link Ravishing's website. I haven't actually tested this mod out yet though. I kind of wanted to do it together because I was so excited about it. So we're gonna download it right now and play with it for the first time. I'm also gonna link Ravishing's website, her Twitter, the download page for this mod, like all of that stuff down below in the description box. I've also made a couple of other videos about Ravishing's mods, so if you want to watch those, I'll link them for you too. Ravishing is really good about making mods that are super useful, like things that I didn't even realize I needed, but all of a sudden have just completely changed my game. There's this one photo mod where you can like set photos to certain objects, so I can like make a calendar with my Sims photo from in-game on it, or like Polaroids and stuff like that. It is really cool. I'll link that for you too. With that all being said though, I'm gonna download this and install it right now so we can go play. I also have to close my game because you cannot edit your mods while you have your game running. This is pretty easy to do. I just have to put all of these new files inside of my mods folder in the game. I might actually make a subfolder for this because there's a lot of files. And if you need help installing mods, there's loads of tutorials online that'll kind of walk you through it a little bit easier. I want it to load faster. I want to play with my graves. I think me saying that made it go slower. I won't lie. Here we go. Okay, let's do this. So from my understanding, I think that I just get these graves out of build mode and then reassign them in game. So for example, we have this like furry friend tombstone that I can click in memory of, and then my most recent pets are there. Okay, so Lobster is a dog that literally just died in this gameplay like last week, and so now I can reset it so that this is Lobster's grave instead of just like, you know, one of these random ones. I don't actually know. I think it's this one. Yeah, at the front obviously because it's new. And then this has all the same interactions as Lobster's grave, except obviously it's a little bit cuter. And I believe if I put this on a floor tile, it won't switch. Yeah, so you know how with regular graves, if I put this on a floor tile, it turns into an urn? These new CC graves obviously don't do that. They'll just stay how they are. So that's a little bit better for like customizable building of graveyards. Obviously, for something like this, it doesn't really matter that much because I've just got a pile of graves that honestly is made better by them all being identical. But I've got a different legacy save that's got a little bit more of a normal graveyard. Like it's actually a graveyard lot that I have built that is supposed to look like a graveyard. I did build it in Forgotten Hollow, so it's kind of a bit creepy over there. But for a family like this one that I've been playing for like 8 generations and I have a more realistic looking graveyard for, this mod is gonna be so useful. Now that I think about it, I should have come here with a sim instead of just coming with build mode. So one second. I think I'll bring my ghost for this. It just feels fitting. Ooh, okay, it's nighttime, so it's extra spooky over here, but you can see that in this graveyard, I've kind of like even put little items to sort of symbolize each of the Sims everywhere. I've got this whole section for all of my pets. I realize this just line of pet graves looks kind of bad, but keep in mind, this family has had like a couple of pets for each generation, and they've all obviously died of old age by now. And I've laid them all to rest in a row, which is maybe a bit weird. I need to like renovate this graveyard, honestly. Now that I've got this mod, it's gonna be a lot easier to do. Although I guess laying them in this line is a little bit weird. In my defense, when I built this graveyard, I was only planning on putting graves like here and here, and I have sort of grown out of that. I need to rebuild a new version. And granted, with this mod, it should be a lot easier. Okay, let me go look and see about all these graves because we have so many options. There's like all of these ones that are just regular headstones that we've got like from the vampires pack and stuff. And then we also have all of those debug ones, these like older versions. Oh, that is so fun. There's even a couple of plaque variants, which is pretty cool because I hadn't really thought about a thing like that as a grave in The Sims 4 because it's just like so different than anything we have right now, but I really like it. And then of course we have these two beloved pet memorials. I'm pretty sure you can't put human Sims in the pet memorials, just pets. For example, I only have the option of Cookie, my most recently deceased beloved cat. I'm pretty sure that it also only counts like the ghosts that are in your household. Ra was talking about how she wasn't really sure how to assign like which ghosts you could add because obviously in a save like this, think about how many ghosts there are ever from the beginning. I mean, it's 8 generations, right? So every original base game townie is dead. All their kids are dead. All their kids are dead. Their kids are dead too. Like there's just 8 generations of dead Sims in this save. So it's obviously kind of hard to make it possible to assign all of those like long gone Sims. Like even the actual game family tree has a hard time with finding those Sims, but this is my family tree, by the way. It's kind of fun. And these Sims had siblings. They're like disappeared now. Very frustrating, but I won't complain about the game. It's fine. Oh my God, I can even put my current wife. Anna is still here. Like Anna is in the household. It was very tragic. She died in a fire by accident. Basically, this Sim caught on fire because of a toilet that I have. I don't want to talk about it. Basically, I've got this toilet that combusts. It catches fire like once a day. She caught on fire before work. I thought that I put the fire out. It was gone. She went outside, I presumed to go to work, but then she just stood there like on fire in the front yard and died. Meanwhile, I thought Anna had gone to work. Like I thought she was gone. I didn't realize she was still on the lot. I was trying to put the fire out inside and then she died from the fire outside. So that's cool. It was a weird bug. Like she didn't even look like she was on fire, but she was on fire. And anyway, long story short, I added her back to my household as a ghost. And then her partner died of old age, which is a little bit less tragic. But now they're both here as ghosts. So anyway, I can assign them graves. Ooh. Oh, I can assign a lot of people graves. Wait, does Anna have more options for the pets then? Oh my God. I thought it was just gonna be the most recent one because Cookie had just died, but this is like multiple generations of old pets. This can make me cry. Oh, Kevin, I've missed you, little buddy. Wow, and so many generations of older Sims that I can add in too. I can even put Vlad if I wanted to. He was here recently. I killed him on purpose. I don't remember why, but I built like a trap and I trapped him in it and killed him, and then I brought his graveyard here to my family graveyard. I also have these two. I didn't mean to have these two, but they both died like on my lot, and so I had their graves, and I was like, oh, I guess I should probably do something with them. So this one was the maid. He died at our house. It was actually kind of traumatic. And then this guy used to date my Sim. This guy used to date Anna in high school. And then he also died at my house. I realize that sounds really weird, but he died like when he was old. So may he rest in peace. Here, maybe I'll give him a better one. Milton, there you go. Problem solved. And then you can have, I guess, more than one grave for the same Sim if you wanted to, which is kind of cool. Because you could build like a family memorial somewhere and then have like a bigger graveyard or vice versa. I really like this mod. Again, a build like this is more so the reason that this mod was made, not really for like my pile of graves in my other save, but as a person who plays this way and gets like really, really attached to her Sims and likes to have a graveyard like this, I really, really like the idea of having like more versions of the graves to make the graveyard look a little bit less, you know, I mean, just look at this. This looks ridiculous. If there was like different variants, it would make so much more sense. And see, now that I've got this mod, I'm like, wow, I really, really need to build a new graveyard. Like I really badly need to build a new one. It's just, we've really outgrown this at this point. Like I kind of only have space for like 2 more Sims, and I've already had to expand the fence out further so that I can fit more pet graves. So I really need to build a new one, probably on a bigger lot. I mean, I guess now that I've killed Vlad, I could probably build the graveyard on his lot. Cause Vlad's house, my game is being so laggy, by the way. That's not the mod's fault. This save is a lot. But Vlad's house is up like on the top of that hill in Forgotten Hollow, and there's graves all around it. Like you can even see it on the map view. There's just graves everywhere. And apparently this random Sim lives here. Oh, it's a family? family? They have a toddler and 2 dogs? Ooh, well, I need your house. I'm sorry. Yikes. Well, anyway, as you can see, this lot has like gravestones all around it, so it's not a bad spot to build like a functional graveyard in game for my Sims, and it's a bigger lot, so I might actually do that. Let me know if I should make a video doing that. Like, do you want to see a graveyard, or is that weird? Because I could always build the graveyard using like the debug gravestone, so it has no mods and you can all download it easily, and then we could just replace them with the mod versions when we actually play in it. I mean, I'd upload my other one, but I don't know if any of you want like 30 of my dead Sims in your game. That's like a little bit weird. Although I guess the original version, before I had to expand and expand and expand it, is on my gallery if you want to download it. And of course, like I said, I'll link this mod down below if you want to download it too. Ravasheen is so cool. The mods that she makes are so good. I really cannot recommend them enough. And of course, also this mod is linked down below if you want to download that too. I swear to you, Ravasheen is like the coolest. Everything she makes is so useful. Look, even this, you know how I mentioned those toilet fires that I have? This object is meant to prevent those toilet fires. I don't want that. I like them. But if you don't like them, this is possible. The reason that it happens is because of an upgrade that you can do on the toilets if you've got eco lifestyle. So you can like upgrade them to be composting containers, and then if you don't use the compost, the toilet will explode, and so then it catches your Sims on fire. I first did it by accident because my Sim had like finished the handiness skill and that handiness aspiration, so she got the trait where she could just like completely upgrade everything with like 1 click. I did not realize that the complete upgrades would also include what I consider to be a bad upgrade in making my Sims toilets catch on fire. But now, that's been like 2 years since that's happened, I really like it. It's very fun. So I would never download this mod, but if you want this mod, I'll link this for you too, sure. I love the object choice for this too, like the extinguisher and the plunger. It's just so normal and it's so useful. One of my other favorites is this adorable cupcake maker. This one makes it so that you can use this tiny piping bag as the cupcake machine. So you can like click on the piping bag and then it'll have all of the same interactions as that giant cupcake factory. But all you need instead is like just the little tiny piping bag. It's so useful. I made a whole video on that too because I loved it so much. But anyway, I'll stop just sitting here and raving about Ravasheen. I just really like her mods. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm curious to hear if any of you play like I do. Like, do you also keep extensive graveyards in your Sims games, or is that like a me problem? I think the second graveyard that I showed you is a bit more normal, a bit more common, but maybe you also have a literal pile of graves in your Sims front yard. Let me know. And with that being said, I'm gonna end this video right here. So thank you for watching. Have the best rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody. When I had Rick Astley come onto my stream, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I'm not kidding, this really happened. I also showed him my pile of graves, and I think he thinks I'm scary.